So I've created a makeup brush drying station. For those of us who like to do deep cleanings on our makeup brushes from time to time, you want to have a way to let the makeup brush dry naturally or air dry. But you don't want to create an environment where bacteria growth can occur inside the bristles or deep within the core of the bristle head of the brush. So you want to find out a way or figure out a way to allow gravity to help in that drying process. And what I've done was to come up with a way to do just that. Now this video is not going to be about how to wash your makeup brushes, because basically we all know how to do that. And if you don't, there are some wonderful tutorials on that. Two of my favorite are by Petrolude, who is on YouTube, and the other one is by Makeup by Rim. Both of them have some very detailed, easy to follow, step-by-step ways to clean your makeup brushes, deep clean your makeup brushes. So go look at those videos and then come back and watch this one to create your drying station. For your drying station, you're going to need a rubber band and a paper clip. You're also going to need something like a hanger or something that the paper clip can hang on, because it's actually going to be responsible for suspending your makeup brush. First thing you want to do after you've deep cleaned your makeup brush and shaken off the excess water, and some of you may opt to do a sanitizing step or something of that nature, which is what I do. After a full deep cleaning, I use either a hand sanitizer or I make up a mixture of alcohol and tap water, lukewarm tap water. Mix that up. Maybe for, I don't know, every cup of water you might want to use 2 teaspoons of alcohol solution or 2 teaspoons of hand sanitizer. A very small amount to a cup, because you basically just want something to get in there and disrupt any form of bacterial growth. But let's get back to the topic at hand, which is the brush drying station. What you want to do first is take your makeup brush and mine are already dry, so I'm going to just kind of go through this. Once it's dry, once you've washed your makeup brush, you want to take it, organize the bristles however you see fit. Take your rubber band, put it around your fingers, take your paper clip and open it up until it forms an S shape. You see that? Okay. There's a small end of the S shape and there's a large end. You're going to use the small end first. Place the rubber band on the small end. Place the paper clip against your makeup brush and then begin to wind the rubber band around the makeup brush end. As tight as you want. It doesn't matter. Then you're going to end up with something that looks like this. Once you have that, take the paper clip and just swivel it upright. And there's your hanger. You're going to want to open the end of that just a bit, because depending on what you're going to use to hang it, either you're going to hang it on something that already exists, maybe a piece of wire, piece of string that you have tied from end to something, or you're going to use a regular hanger, clothes hanger, which is what I use because it's easier to move around. You might want to hang it in front of a window or somewhere that gets a breeze, or hang it up and have a small fan blow against it. But the idea is to take that hanger, here's mine with all my brushes, and hang your brush on it. That way you have gravity pulling down so that any liquid that is remaining is going to drain down or away from the base of the bristles of the brush. And that's going to do away with any type of moisture that might want to lay up in there and collect and cause mold buildup or bacteria or any of those other kind of undesirable situations for our makeup brushes. So this is a makeup brush dry station. Again, if it's on a hanger like this, you have, you know, a better chance of moving it around window to window, in front of a fan. If you have a makeup area in your bedroom or wherever you apply your makeup, you might want to designate an area that you hang these. Now, the best case scenario, if you can afford it, or maybe you already have, is to have 2 sets of brushes. This is my first set of brushes, and I bought it off of eBay. A huge set with a leather case that folds, and it's easy for transporting. Well, it turns out that this set was a pretty good one, and it had a brush for just about every application you can think. And the only disappointment to me was a brush that looks like, I'll show you. The only disappointment to me is this brush here, because it sheds like nobody's business, and this is what it looks like. Okay, and you could probably see, I mean, they're soft as I don't know what. All of these brushes are just great, but this particular brush sheds like nobody's business. Let me see if I could see that. Every time. So I basically don't really use it for much of anything. But occasionally I get desperate and I have no other clean brushes and I need something for blending, and I use it. Anyway, when you have your smaller brushes, that's like your lipstick brushes, your eyebrow brushes, any that have the smaller heads like this, you can actually group those all together the way I've done here. Take your paper clip and hang them all together, because the heads of these brushes are so small that the chances of anything, you know, staying up in there and causing you a problem are really slim to none. But just to be on the safe side, just group them together, and that way you can hang them in your drying station. Other than that, that's pretty much all you're going to do with that situation. And like I said, I usually like to do that after a deep cleaning of my brushes, not a spot cleaning where you're just kind of getting the product off the tip, but a really deep clean. And again, if you want to know how to deep clean your brushes, instead of me reiterating and going through that, check out Makeup by Ren Ren or Petrolude. 2 very, very thorough, step-by-step, foolproof procedures for deep cleaning brushes, all the way down to types of products to use, products on the high end and products on the economy end, substitutions on, you know, if you don't have this product, you might want to use this kind of thing. So they're very good. Highly recommend them. 2 of my favorite gurus on YouTube. I don't have anything else to say on that, except that the bigger brushes, the heavier brushes, if you have kabuki, and if you like to, like for instance, I like a more fluffy type of a kabuki situation. This is my Sonia Kashuk. I use it as a kabuki brush, and generally the head is more tapered, more tame, and I've had it like that since I bought it. I'm getting to the point where I like a fluffier base, so I went ahead and let it dry. But what you can do if you have sleeves for your brushes is, before you hang them up, once you attach your hanging apparatus, put your sleeve on it. Whatever sleeve you have, put your sleeve on it, and it's already hanging upside down, so it will dry in the same position that the sleeve puts it in. And I have sleeves for my bigger brushes. These, and again, usually these I let dry the way they came, and that's very tapered. But I'm finding that I prefer a fluffier end on my bigger brushes. So you can use your bristle covers on your brush in this position, because again, it does not promote the accumulation of water in the head of the brush, and it definitely helps to pull that water away from the base, and less cause for accumulating bacteria. So I've said enough. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please go ahead and subscribe. All the time, I always sub right back with you. That's it. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you stick around for my next videos, and I will see you later. Hasta mañana.